So, hi guys, and we're back finally with a Spacebourne 2 video. It's been quite a while since we had the last major patch for this game, but just recently patch 3.0 just came out, and what this patch does is mostly extending the main storyline. Some of the things you will unlock as part of the storyline, so I'm not going to spoil that too much, but I do want to go over a few things from this patch and through some of the things that was changed or upgraded or extended. I know many of you are probably playing Starfield now. I actually bought Starfield, but I haven't even turned it up yet because I've been playing Baldur's Gate quite a lot and Jagged Alliance. But anyways, let's get to patch version 3.0. So as I said, the main story has been extended, which means there's quite a lot of new story, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I've been playing for a couple of hours now, and I'm still not done with it. Of course, you still have to figure out who committed the murder that the story ended with last time, before the patch. And as part of that, you also have to go find some new people, and some of them might or might not join you. Now, one of the first entries in the patch notes is the subhouse management, which means that players can create and manage their own subhouses under their own faction. Now, to make the subhouses, you actually need to go into Eternal Affairs. However, once I started up the game and started playing, this Internal Affairs was missing. I was really baffled about this because I thought it was a bug, but without spoiling too much, I can say that you have to continue the story and you will unlock the Internal Affairs. Unlocking the Internal Affairs and actually making sub-factions is part of the story, so you'll have to do that as well. So depending on whether you have a lot of systems already, or if you have absolutely none because you only took the one you had to do as part of the story but prior to the patch, it will take you shorter or longer time. Now, to make a faction, you go into Internal Affairs, you create a house, you choose one of your guys. You can see his loyalty, his respect, and his path, and then you have to give him at least 3 systems. So once you do that, you can actually change his name as well. You'll have to pay some money, some raw materials and stuff. And you can see here what kind of buildings he will get doing this. You cannot give him your home system, but you can give him other systems you've conquered. So once you've done that, you have a new house that is part of your faction. You can actually interact with that faction. You can send an inspector. You can see their general power and wealth and their population. And of course, you can send them gifts. You can send them soldiers. You can mobilize them, and you can ask them to defend my system, so join me in battles. You can of course tax them. They might resent that given time. You can threaten them. You can dismiss them. You can create internal turmoil, or you can kill them. Another thing that was added in the faction was the training, and you'll have that from the start. And here you can pick soldiers, and you can set them to train as a pilot, or as a soldier, or as a researcher. Now, playing for 2 hours, I think I got 2 or 3 levels in soldiers, so it's not exactly fast. I do think that putting them here and assigning a role of ground forces or space forces will train them faster than actually using the training feature, but hey, it's nice anyways. One more thing that was added is that the non-player factions intelligence has been improved. I must admit, I haven't seen any signs of that yet. Right now, I'm only in a war with the power of Saragon. They attacked one of my outposts, but I mean, they did that prior to the patch as well, right? There was a small update to the faction war balance, so faction war should be more challenging. Now, the support buildings have also been activated in the faction wars, so capturing and holding those support buildings should have more impact in the actual battles. Some new members will be added to the crew. They have different stats. You'll have to figure that out yourself. Now, general textures and overlays of a lot of stuff in the game was improved as well. So you will be able to see graphical improvements here and there, which is nice as well. Generally speaking, I think the game looks pretty good. AI facial morphs and dialogue animations have been improved as well. So although it's not perfect, it does look better than it did before.
he was supposed to meet with a friend who worked at Astrogen to obtain the ship blueprints.
And you can actually see the lips moving a little
a
bit as well. So overall, it has been improved and it looks a lot more natural than it did previously. That's a nice little improvement. The planet landing and surface loading system has also been improved, and it should be more optimized for performance now. And it should have less bugs. And I must admit, in the couple of hours I played, I did maybe 10, 15 planet landings, and I haven't had a single bug yet. Also, all the villages and places I was trying to land was actually there and not stuck inside mountains and stuff like that. Also, in general, projectiles, effects, shadows, and high frame rates animations should have been fixed to prevent less crashes because of performance issues. And I haven't had a single crash in the couple of hours I've played. Another thing that should have been improved upon a little bit is the AI. It's still under development, and yeah, I hope so, because I mean, these guys are still absolute tools. I do feel they maybe hit slightly better, but in general, the AI that goes for both the enemy and your soldiers is still really... The AI might have been improved, but there's still a lot to do. The last thing that was added was diplomatic news. And you should now be able to follow diplomatic news and wars from the diplomatic interface. For some reason, the war I have currently going with the power of Saragon does not show in the diplomatic news. Neither does the fact that I actually took one of their stations a little while back. So yeah, that still needs some work as well. Also, for some reason, if you go to House Saragon and you actually look at their relations, it seems like they have no relations. So the war that I have going with them is not showing up in their relations. So the last thing added in this patch was the ability to dock your mothership at your headquarters station. So there was a docking opportunity added on the far side, of course, which is pretty nice, because before this you had to park it somewhere else, but now you can actually park it at your own station. So all in all, a pretty nice patch with a lot of new stuff. And of course, there was also a lot of bug fixes. I'll post them here and you can read them, or you can go to Steam and read all of them. But in any case, it's nice that we finally got version 3.0 and that the story continues and that the game is progressing nicely. That's pretty much it for this video. If you found it helpful, please press the subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers before Christmas, and getting one more from you would really be nice. In any case, Rex are out.